Hi guys, it's Mel. Welcome back to my channel. If you're new here, welcome. Be sure to hit the subscribe button down below if you're interested in relaxed hair care videos. So in today's video, we are going to talk about stretching your relaxer. Now, if you're not familiar with the term stretching, it's basically extending the period of time between your relaxer touch-up. And people are usually shocked when I say, oh, I only get relaxers like 3 to 4 times a year. They're just like, how do you do that? So I'm going to discuss with you guys the tips and tricks that I use in order to stretch my relaxer. So tip number 1 is you want to stretch gradually. You don't want to stretch for 6 months right at the get-go. No, that's not going to work out too well for you. I'd recommend adding like 2 weeks to the current length of time that you wait in between your relaxers. So if you wait like 8 weeks right now, try for 10 weeks, then you kick it up a notch to 12 weeks at your next relaxer. Stretching is not for everyone, so you want to make sure that you're doing it the right way by increasing the time gradually. So tip number 2 is to have patience. Girl, you will need some patience. Deal with that new growth and your previously relaxed hair. You want to be super gentle when handling your hair when stretching because of that deep line of demarcation. You want to be super gentle right there. You don't want to cause breakage, unnecessary breakage. I mean, if you feel like your hair breaks a lot when you're stretching, then you should not be stretching. So you want to have patience when dealing with your hair when stretching. Tip number 3 is to protective style. I feel like it's the easiest way to stretch or relax. So throw some braids in, throw some twists in, hell, throw a wig on. You just want to make sure that you're not constantly manipulating your hair during the stretch. I mean, some people can do without the protective styles, but protective styles are a safe way to stretch. So tip number 4 is to make sure that during the stretch your hair is adequately moisturized, because as I mentioned before, that line of demarcation, your hair will break right there. So you want to make sure that you're deep conditioning, that you're moisturizing and sealing. You want to get a spray bottle with water, glycerin, whatever, spray your new growth. Make sure it's moisturized, because if your hair is breaking, then it defeats the purpose of stretching. You might as well just go ahead and relax your hair. So yeah, make sure your hair is moisturized during your stretch. And my last tip, and probably the most important tip, is if you are not rocking a protective style, maybe you opt to do like ponytails, buns and stuff, make sure your hair is detangled all the way at all times, because it will save you a ton of time and a ton of fuss. So after your wash days, make sure your hair is constantly detangled, and yeah, detangle your hair. Those were my 5 tips that have helped me to stretch my relaxer for prolonged periods of time. Hopefully they were helpful for you. People stretch for different reasons. People stretch to gain more length. People stretch, I don't know. I just stretch because I don't like when my relaxer overlaps. I like my stylist to be able to tell my natural hair from my relaxed hair. And plus, hairdressers aren't that cheap. But thank you guys so much for watching this video. If you enjoyed it, be sure to give me a thumbs up. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!